Perhaps it can console those who have gone through this. Today, I will talk about miscarriage. This topic, which people don't like to discuss. Obviously, it is not a pleasant topic for a person who has gone through it or have experienced it. This can shake you up to your core. We discussed having kids after marriage and had our first son, and he was 3 years of age when we started to try again for another child. We continued with our lives, working and taking care of our son. That was when I found out unexpectedly I was pregnant with my second child. I got myself checked out by my doctor, and she told me that I was 6 weeks pregnant. That was the best news that I heard, and was scared and excited at the same time, as it happened all of a sudden. We did not expect that I would get pregnant again. We lost all hope, and then this miracle comes. I thanked God for this blessing. I was very excited and afraid at the same time. I told each and everyone that I am expecting. It was a tough pregnancy in the sense that I was having a lot of vomiting, nausea, and body aches. Those were strange feelings. When I was expecting my firstborn, I was in totally different situation. That pregnancy was physically more comfortable. One day, I started to have severe pain in my back and legs. At that point, I was 4 months pregnant. Next morning, when I went to work, I had told my manager that I am not feeling well and I might go home early. And my manager told me to go home to rest. But I was like, no, I can do this. I'm fine. I will handle it. But then all of a sudden, I had severe backache. My manager drove me to the hospital, and we got a hold of my husband meanwhile. By the time we reached doctor and my husband arrived, miscarriage had already started. My doctor gives me the bad news that I am having a miscarriage. They tried hard, but could not save the baby. I can't express what I went through. I entered the room, went to the bathroom, closed the door, fell on the ground like a small child, and cried at the top of my lungs. I screamed really hard. I felt like someone has poached my heart. That is when my husband entered the bathroom and tried to calm me down and took care of me. Losing my child was the hardest thing for my husband and I, and the other problem, telling my older child that he no longer will be having a baby brother or baby sister. I wasn't myself. I went into phase where I would sit down, lie down, and then would start pacing back and forth. My husband couldn't figure out how to handle me, and at the same time, he was also in pain and sorrow, as he had also lost a child. He was also going through his pain. After that miscarriage, I felt like a lunatic. I made a mission to have another child by all means. In order to get out of that pain, I wanted to get pregnant to have another child. It took me another year to get pregnant again, and then my second son was born. But I can't tell you how much I cursed and condemned myself for that miscarriage. I blamed myself for the longest that maybe I shouldn't have worked too hard, or maybe I shouldn't have exercised so rigorously. My belief, which I learned the hard way, is that if a soul who was meant to come into this world will come, no matter what, and the soul which is not meant for this world would never come, no matter how hard we try. I started becoming more active in my community and helping others and making others feel comfortable and having an open space for the mothers to talk.